Hey, how's it going? Today is 18th of January, Thursday. We're taking a look at the market and what kind of opportunities are available in the market. I thought it would be good opportunity to address some of the things happening. It's just that within the first couple of videos, I was taking a look at batteries. Batteries would be energy storage solution, right? Then we take a look at energy storage. Perhaps we need to take a look at energy production, where things are as of now. So, and how that energy is gonna be produced. While we take a look at that, perhaps as of now there might be a lot of carbon that will be released within the process. If there will be a carbon released, there's most likely there's going to be, if not right now, in the future, a lot of government initiatives and or carbon tax. That's how far I'm trying to tackle these issues, right? So if there's a batteries and if there's a way of capturing some of the carbon, so I thought what would be a better way to capture some of the carbon if not the trees. And while I'm taking a look at the trees, I think I have touched on that previously, but it might be worth revisiting. That would be woodland creation. That would be within UK and how forestry. There's a set way of perhaps, or it should be a set way of solving this kind of problem and capture some of the carbon. And if anything, and not necessarily as of now, but perhaps in the future, how to be more carbon neutral, I guess. It's coming into this. I'll see if I can put the project together. If I could do anything with this organization, that would be great. And how I can engage with this team in solving this issue and or starting solving this issue now, since it could be takes some of those problems can take time, and some of those can take over years and years, right? So if I were to begin now, how I can solve this problem, energy production in the process, the release of carbon, how that carbon can be captured, perhaps using the old technology trees. Do most side of things? I don't know if that's the best way of taking a look at it, but energy gonna have to be produced somehow, right? It's gonna be the energy, and if we're taking a look at batteries, energy gonna need to come from somewhere. So if I can engage with the team as of now, it's something I haven't done yesterday. It was a great. I had a phone call with the person from this department within UK. So the person, there's a lot of pain points, right, within a chain of entire process of trees. For whatever reason, I have to be a professional within this area, right? So that would be first would be seeds, right? So that's the first cycle where everything would start from seeds, progressing into saplings, from saplings into perhaps potentially planting those trees into a forest, so to say. What would we consider a forest, right? In the fields, I guess, planting those trees so trees can do their thing there, or they do capturing a lot of that, right? Within the cycle. So a person that I spoke to yesterday was last part, right, of trees and or planting in the forest and or having access to a lot of land. So that's what we within the scope of the person. So very knowledgeable person within the field. I don't know, 17 years or so, perhaps even longer than that. So I have a chance. This is good that I have a chance to speak with this person. But if anything, myself, I need to engage in the beginning, so that would be seeds, and perhaps to review entire process myself and how I can do this process better if I can. Since again, if I can, I'm there. I'm trying to help, I guess. There's application form to fill in. So the way how I would do it, that's not necessarily the best way. But perhaps that's where things gonna be in the future within 5 years or so, right? While producing energy, carbon footprint, and reducing that carbon footprint. So as I'm going, I guess as I'm reading this information now, as I'm trying to understand this process, I would be covering that within this video, right? Of how I'm planning of doing it and capturing some of that carbon. Within the partner, there might be a lot of people. There might be different roles, different responsibilities, and if anything, the way how looking to engage with the team, that would be perhaps having a partnerships and doing research and development work. So that would be perhaps university partner. So I'm not entirely sure which university might be the best when it comes to solving this issue. Because I want to do it differently, and the current process not necessarily would reflect on the new way of doing things. So I need to engage with the team first. Otherwise, I will find myself filling a lot of documents, and they would expect me to do things exactly the same. So it will be a lot of time wasted. I've been trying to engage with the team for over a year now. There's no response from the team. I don't know what this department is doing. That's not responding to any emails or for comment. What this department is saying that we have a process in place. I do understand it. There is a better process of doing things. This team don't understand that. I've been trying to engage with the team. There's no response, right? So there's commercial valuable solutions where people are looking to engage and do things perhaps faster, better, and we're talking about 6 times faster, or time required perhaps 3 times less time required to complete the same task. And this application process, I don't know, 20 or so pages perhaps even fill in, do not reflect that. Reaching out to the team for a comment do not reflect that. Other departments seems they're on top of the game, but that would be perhaps land acquisition and all those departments, not necessarily early stage. That would be seeds and or saplings departments. Those two departments, people are busy doing something else, enjoying fresh, nice weather outside, perhaps. Why cannot these people be in the office? There's two ways how to engage with the team here. Perhaps this team, I don't know, they have perfected the process as of now. How to do it. It's not necessarily limited to just the case region. I think other regions are performing the same task very similar from my personal understanding, or if not the same process everywhere. And they have perfected this process, which is great. And now if I have to come in and perhaps reorganize everything, so to say, right? So the people, I do understand why people are not responding because the process should be there. There should be no need for any comments, so to say, right? But I think I have a better process of doing things, and hopefully the team would respond. So, but again, so that's where things are as of now. Let's touch on perhaps a different grant and or perhaps ways of reaching out to the team and putting together a better way of doing it. I don't know what would be a reasonable amount of time to wait for a team to respond, right? And later, if my business or any business or later would need to pay carbon tax, if that makes sense. So right now I'm looking to reduce that tax and all processes how I can be carbon neutral. I'm trying to engage with government institution, and there's no response. I don't know. Would that be reasonable? I have done everything what I could, trying to reach out to the team, and the team is not responding. I don't know. I don't know. So later, if my business or the business will be charged tax on carbon, so the team is not responding. So what can I do? I'll just say. I'll just say. I'm taking a look at seed sourcing grant application form again. So if I could, first I would like to reach out to the team to have a response from a team. The team is there. So point of contact, perhaps conference call, and we can take it from there. Because the current process, not necessarily that's a process. So I think I have better process how to do it, right? So the current process not necessarily reflect the better process, right? Would be great to have that initial conference call. But finance might be there when it comes to perhaps seeds. So the beginning first step, right? Seeds, and from those saplings, and perhaps then acquiring or having access to land and planting trees. So entire process, perhaps not necessarily needs limited maintenance. Perhaps there's additional steps there. But as of now, seeds are sleeping. Whatever is the same department. I don't know. It's a different person. But there's no response from seeds. I don't know what will be a carbon tax later. So I'll be sleeping for years and years. I'm sleeping then. Well, these people might have a list, right? Even to what kind of seeds they're looking to source, right? As well as what the process can look like. Okay, if we were to engage with research institution, right? So there might be a list there, the limited factors, what research institutes, you yourself, you might be able to work with only, there might be five of those perhaps. So there's nothing there, and there's another, I don't know, 6 months of waiting involved in the process. So much time wasted. That's the only thing I'm saying. Perhaps in the future, software would solve all these problems, hopefully. But as of now, there's such a mess. Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a course where in the course I'm taking a look at 12 different areas that would be important for many people to understand, then tackling different issues, right? And perhaps if you see yourself interested in developing your personal skills, communication skills, that is just some of those areas. Within this course, I have taken a look at 12 different areas. So just name a few of that would be how to set targets, how to structure your goals, and how you yourself, you potentially can have a budget if it's not something that you yourself had in the past, and how you, if you see in the future that you need to pay carbon tax, how you can potentially address that issue way ahead of things coming into effect, I guess. But just to name the few areas, right? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If not, there's going to be a QR code in the company's website below. I'm not looking at anyone to blame. I just good that I had a chance yesterday to speak with a lady that has industry understanding and been with the industry over 17 years. It was a great conversation yesterday. It was about half an hour conversation. Great. So I had some belief that people up there they do understand what they're doing, which is it's always relief. So right now I'm just looking to acknowledge that things could be done a little bit better compared to our current situation, right? And when we take the seed sourcing. Hopefully, I think people will get on top of the game and we can take it from there and progress. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one.